everyone, welcome to the Ask a Bookkeeper show. I am Ingrid Edstrom of Polymath.
And I'm Penny, the practical professional, also the owner of Penny's Pies.
Yay! And we have a fantastic guest on the show today. We've got Mike Milan from Finagraph and cashflowtool.com. Welcome, Mike. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Penny. How you, Ingrid? Hey, welcome back, I guess. We're here again.
Yeah, that's right. Some of you out there may remember seeing Mike Milan before when we did the First Friday Facebook Live.
That was a lot of fun. We got to have a great conversation about fraud prevention, and you can find that video on our YouTube channel along with all of the others.
Yep, and we briefly on that one talked about cashflowtool.com, so we want to go a little more deeply into that right now. So, Mike, can you tell us, I have a business, Penny's Pies, and like most business owners, there's a lot of industry jargon like cash flow. And I kind of understand what that is, but I understand that your tool really makes that easy for a business owner to understand. Can you go into that a little bit more?
Well, absolutely. Hey, we're talking about cash flow, right? We want to get your business flowing. Yeah, see? Hey, but I'll tell you, we're not talking about water, Penny. So be careful.
Yeah, don't want that. Yes, I get soaked up pretty easily.
I bet you'd be really heavy when wet.
Oh, and slushy.
But what we are talking about is money coming into your business and money going out of your business, and we want to keep it in your business or in your pocket, right? So that's basically what we're talking about, cash flow, how it comes in and out, and really fulfill your dreams, wherever that has to be, your retirement, your kids' education, doesn't matter. We want you to have the money and not anywhere else.
Yeah, that's what I want too. Everybody wants to have their own money, and they want to know where it is.
I mean, what we're doing is we're predicting the future. Right, so we're taking and using artificial intelligence, kind of like Penny, artificial intelligence. But what we're doing is we're looking at the behavior of the individual, all of your customers, your individual behavior, and looking for the pattern and how you do things. We might be able to determine, that you sit down on the second Tuesday of every month and pay all your vendors. Or even know that your customers do that. But we're able to predict that using some machine learning. 60 days is a good place to start, and that's where cashflowtool.com starts, is at that 60-day mark. And we're getting accuracy rates around 70, 80, 90% in our forecasting, and that's pretty high.
Yeah, that's really good.
Fantastic. So it's like a crystal ball for your business.
Yeah, even better. You got it on your phone even.
Right.
Wow, on your phone. So it's got a mobile app. What does the mobile app do?
What that does is it has the same functionality as the desktop app. So whatever you're doing on, online, with your QuickBooks Online or your QuickBooks Desktop, you're going to be able to use it and see it where you're at.
Yeah, and you said that it links with QuickBooks, right?
Well, that's right. If it says QuickBooks on it, it's going to link to it and read the data. And what we're analyzing is not all the financial statements like the income statements and balance sheets. This is the cash transactions, how money comes into your business and how it leaves.
Oh, okay. And so does that mean that when I get cashflowtool.com, if it syncs with QuickBooks, then it has all my data from the past years?
Well, that's right. And that's how we're able to make the prediction, right? Because we're able to see the patterns that you've done, right? Even if you knew it or not, everybody falls into a certain pattern. And what we're doing is predicting it and using your own behavior to tell you what's happening next.
So Mike, one of the things that I really love about cashflowtool.com is the way it can help accounting professionals have more educated conversations with our clients. It really helps us in the advisory capacity to start those conversations by noticing things sooner. And we're able to use cashflowtool.com to even post things within the app and tag our clients to bring their attention to things. Will you tell us a little bit more about that?
You hit the nail on the head. I mean, it's what we're trying to do is help small business owners know things faster, act sooner, and avoid failure. Now, if you look at cashflowtool.com, it's like a Facebook style feed. And instead of a Facebook post or a Twitter tweet, I like to call them sparks, right? Because they're designed to spark a conversation between the advisor and the business owner. Now,
that's really clever, Mike.
I like that. Sparks.
Yeah. Hey, I really hope that catches on.
You have two fans here.
First of all, it's written in business owner language, right? So you don't need an MBA. You don't need to know any of the terminology that maybe a banker or a CPA uses. But the CPA or the advisor can have that conversation and make the two combine. The action for the business owner with the terminology that a banker or an investor might use.
Okay.
Fantastic. So what kinds of things will spark a spark in cashflowtool.com?
Well, I mean, when we're talking about cash flow, we're talking about money in and money out. And one of the things that helps businesses go out of business is not receiving money, not getting it in. Instead of having you wait for an AR aging report, an accounts receivable aging report at the end of a month or quarter, we're actually showing you who owes you money every single day, right? So it's at top of mind. You're like, oh my gosh, they didn't pay me yet. And you can just call them right from your phone.
Yeah, well, that's a really great idea. You mentioned businesses go out of business for lack of money. I mean, no business has ever gone out of business for making too much money.
There are 50,000 bankruptcies per year, right? These are just stats I'm throwing at you. 35% of them show net profit on the income statement, which means they think they're making money, but they filed bankruptcy. Penny, they do that because the sales they made, they didn't get paid on. We're trying to avoid that.
Another one of my favorite things about cashflowtool.com is the way that it will give us a heads up regarding celebrations that we can have with our clients. So one that popped up in one of my clients' feeds recently was, you just had your best months of sales ever. And before we got the chance to even reconcile their books and prepare the reports to send off to them, they got the notification from Cashflow Tool that they were rocking it. And we were able to celebrate that with them. And it was huge.
Wow, that's amazing. That sounds great.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody likes a pat on the back, right? I mean, even if it's coming from AI,
Right.
a pat on the back, and we're pointing it out to you the instant we see it, the minute we see it, so you can really start to celebrate as soon as these things are happening.
Mike, if anybody in our audience, whether they're a business owner or an accounting professional, wants to learn more about cashflowtool.com, where could they find you? Could they find you at cashflowtool.com?
Well, yeah. Yeah, cashflowtool.com. The name was born out of the need. We want to show people right up front, what is this about? Why would I use this tool? Well, if you're interested in staying in business longer and avoiding, the pitfalls that we all do as business owners, go to cashflowtool.com. It's free trial. Click try now. Schedule a demo. Email me. It doesn't matter. I mean, we're going to put information in your hand and help you. My mission is to eliminate cash flow as a reason that small businesses fail.
And I understand that our listeners here today, our viewers, can use a promo code to get a little bit of money off on cashflowtool.com.
All of your fans get $5 off per month of the subscription, which means instead of $19 a month, you can buy it through her at $14 a month.
Nice.
And what's the promo code?
It's Penny.
Woo!
All right. Use the promo code Penny at cashflowtool.com to sign up for your trial and check it out. This sounds like a great tool that could help a lot of businesses. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today, Mike. I'm really excited that this wonderful tool is launched and now available to everyone. And I hope that everyone checks it out. This is going to be a fantastic tool that can help a lot of small businesses.
Yep, I know I'm definitely going to be checking it out.
Yeah, super fantastic. I hope you guys have me back again because I'm going to be in there buying a pie, blueberry this time.
Excellent. We'll make one for you. Thanks so much, Mike. It's great to see you again.
Thanks, Mike.
Bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Never mind the ones who tell you you're too big and bold and bright. Ask me anything, and I'll help you find your way for adventuring. This could be